What's good, y'all? So last night I had a very powerful experience. Very subtle, but still nonetheless very powerful. I was doing what I typically do by having a full-blown monologue with myself. I was just going to everything, reflecting on things, just thinking out loud, all the above and all the et ceteras. And I had like a lull in my own personal conversation where I just wanted to let my energy stir up, but just let it sit for a second. And as I was letting it sit, mind you, this is nighttime, like these bright ass like spotlights are like shining up on my room and everything. We'll talk about that in a different video. But nevertheless, as I was just sitting back and letting my thoughts get collected, this little white feather just fell down from above me. And I immediately looked up looking for some type of bird, looking for a person up there, and there was nobody to be found. Just a random white feather fell down right here in front of me as I was discussing all this stuff with myself, talking about how much I've grown, what I need to work on, what is it that I considerably lack at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being fully honest with myself. But then I was just like, yo, like, how do I know when it's time to go on to the next step? And the second I had that thought, little white feather just like fell down my balcony and just went all the way down. Now I have a video way back when I first got into Moldavite, for example. And when I was going through all the changes that were associated with that crystal or that stone, that tektite, whatever word you choose to use, I had the story where like I had a full-fledged white feather on my balcony back at home in Denver. And one of the things that I'm not sure if any of you are new here, but I have like a very strong connection to the angelic realm. So when I know that they're giving me a message, they leave the white feathers around. I'm sure some of y'all have experienced this as well. Right now I've been I've been experiencing life through my lower self. I think I'm about done with that, but I have a few more days of that and then I'm gonna get back to it. But that was the sign I was looking for. And then the funny thing that I had, the funny conversation, I then switched to talking to my angels. I was like, yo, it's been a while. And it's like, I know I feel you there all the time, but y'all haven't brought me like a little physical sign in a long time. I said, how y'all doing? Ha, all right. Just talking to some old friends, essentially. One of the things I was thinking about with this was how sometimes it feels like I plateau in a way. Now, usually I say my plateau is my new baseline, which is very true. But sometimes it feels like, my signs disappear, my guidance disappears, it feels like everything's just gone for a little bit. I'm just off on my own, like, okay, hello? Is this thing on? Hello? Universe? Hey? No? Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then I just go figure it out myself. Quick thought on that, though. I don't feel as alone anymore, like anywhere. Like, yes, I'm a loner. Yes, I'm always by myself. And yes, sometimes I do have my ups and downs. But overall, majority speaking, I don't feel lonely like that because of experiences like that. I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot from my friends. I don't need a lot from a significant other. I don't need a lot from my job. I don't need a lot for my living space. I don't need a lot. Do I like the fancy things? Sure. Do I like luxury? Sure. But I don't need it. But sometimes what I do need is guidance. And I guess this just goes to show that you're always being listened to. There's always something above you paying attention to you, whether you believe it to be gods, fairies, universal consciousness, whatever, orishas, other high-level beings. There's always something watching you. Whether you believe there's nothing else out there, it's just your lower self and your higher self. And like, I believe in the lower and the higher self in your physical experience, and the lower and higher self is in regards to your mentality, your spiritual existence. But nevertheless, it's like I always believe that something is watching over us, not watching you, like waiting for you to screw up as we've been taught, but just watching over you. Hey, when you need help, just, hey, let me know, and I'll let you know what you need. What I've learned about the angels is like they communicate very subtly. They love you so much that they don't want to get in your way for anything. They don't want to get in your way. They don't want to just give you the answer. They want you to have the satisfaction of finding the answer yourself. So it's like, oh, okay, but you let me know you here. So okay, so when I ask another question, something's going to make sense to me, right? Right? Yeah. All right, bet. Good. I got you. All right, cool. I'll let you know when I need your help next time. Cool. And they go back and do their angel things. They go back and play Angel Xbox or something like that until I ask for them. You know what I'm saying? But it's little experiences like that. Like, I know someone that doesn't like walk the spiritual path will just say, oh, that's a pigeon, that's a bird, that's a blah blah blah. And it may as well been. you know, but I know that the angels connect with me via white feather specifically. And when I ask a question to myself and then the white feather just happens to fall, how many coincidences before it's a scientific fact? You know, it's moments like that that make me feel loved in a way that no one physical can do. You know, nobody in the physical can make me feel looked out for, protected in such a way. Now, I'm not saying that there's not a different type of beauty for that, but I'm just saying, like, whenever I need them, something outside of my physical understanding, something in the metaphysical happens to bring forth that message that I needed. And that's all I needed. A little feather just falling down, letting me know they're here. Let us know when we can be of service for you. And I learned from them. You know, for example, I'm just talking here because, like, you know, sunrise and I'm feeling good this morning. You know, there's a guy I work with now, like a young dude just graduated. And I really love the dude to death, to be quite honest with you. Like, he feels like a little brother to me. But however, I've been learning from him. But one of the things that I like about being around him is he makes me feel helpful. You know, that's one of the things I love doing. Like, you know, with him specifically, it's like about being a wingman and stuff like that. Now, and I know we're pivoting here, but don't get me wrong. This is just, we're bringing it back to the angel stuff. It's like, for him, it's like he has the mouthpiece. He has the thing, but it's all about sealing the deal with him. For me personally, how I help him is I move things, like literally like move things around. For example, for those of you that don't know how to get alone time with like a bartender or a waitress or something like that, for the fellas that watch my channel, what my man's did was something mad clever, like mad simple, mad clever, something I've thought of already, but like I was like, oh, that's what it looks like in practice. Good for you. I like the fact that you thought things out. He what he did was he texted me, like we went to lunch with or went to dinner with our supervisors, our managers, and they paid for dinner and all that type of stuff, you know, like thank you so much for the hard work, blah 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 blah, you know, helps the morale and all that type of stuff. But we noticed that our waitress was kind of cute. I mean, not my type, of course, but I was like, I see what you see, I see it, go for it. So eventually, like, because I could feel, because once again I told him that I could feel your energy, bro. When you disagree with something, I could feel you. When you really are feeling like you're not turned on in the weird way, but you know, when like when this girl was talking to him, like they found a whole bunch of things that they agreed on, things that they like, little obscure games that they both knew. I was like, hey homie, go ahead and do your thing, you know what I'm saying? But you know, he wanted his privacy. He wanted to do it without the prying eyes of our managers, because our managers, they get lit whenever they start drinking. Like, it says they be saying some raunchy stuff. I'd be like, all right, let me handle them and you handle yours. So then he texted me midway through the dinner. And he was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna leave my bottle here, so I have to come back and get it. And then, like, when I come back and get it, hopefully she's by herself. Like, the restaurant isn't too busy right now. I should be able to get with her, you know what I'm saying? I should be able to, you know, say less. So what I did was, all right, how do I make this work? How do I not screw this up? So then as I was at the table, I was like, okay, cool. We got to get up, you know, like at the end of dinner, I said we got up and I made sure I covered the bottle with my chair. But it had that little beam on the front, so I had to lift my chair over the bottle to make sure I didn't draw any attention to, oh, you left your bottle, man, and that would messed it up. So I made sure I covered the bottle without knocking it over, and I made sure I got my managers out the door before my guy. So I made us walk. I was distracting us while we were getting there. And then he said, hey, I left my bottle. And then back in my head, I was just like, good luck, homie. You know what I'm saying? But that's just it. You know, I like to help people overtly, where I'm the one that, like, I'm literally talking to the other person, like being the wingman like that. But also, too, I like making sure that your life goes very smoothly. If I'm a friend of yours, that's what I'm gonna try my best to do. See what I can do in your life without you knowing that I'm doing it to help you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if that means that I have to struggle in front of you, if I know that's going to help you, I'm going to fake struggle. You know what I'm saying? If I just know that you're very stressed out, I'm going to do some things around, like, let's just say I'm crashing at your place. I'm going to do a few things just to make your life a little bit easier. Forgive me for touching your personals, you know, but like, you know, like I'll line up all your stuff, get the wallet, phone, charger, bing, boom, everything just lined up for you. So you just want to walk out and be like, boom, here we go. I know it can be kind of weird, but I can't help myself. I like helping people. If I streamline your morning, that makes your day start off well, and then I can help you out with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I talk to my guys, and don't get me wrong, I've expressed a lot of frustration about this in some of my videos, but like, you know, when I was talking to some of my semen retention guys, you know, sometimes I would just let you talk. You know, it's the same thing I do with myself, and I treat people the way I want to be treated. You know, I'm going to just let you talk until you're done. But then I'm going to hit you with that, are you done? Say, you called me for assistance and you're doing all the talking. You can't learn if you keep on talking. But that's the same level of humility that I have to show to my angels. You know what I mean? I copy them. I emulate them. I copy everything. If there's a trait that I like from anybody, I copy it and put it into my own world with my own pizzazz, with my own spin to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can copy, like my young dude. I said, I saw the play work out. I was like, okay, I now know how to execute it. I see where he did it well. I see where he could have, like, you know, done a little bit of preliminary research before going after her. But nevertheless, I was like, okay, I see how that works. Copy, paste. Hanging out with my cousin, shout out to AJ. You know, like I was hanging out with him. I saw some stuff and I was just like, okay, do that. Boom, boom, boom. Copy, paste. You know what I'm saying? But the same way that I can learn from physical things, physical people, I can learn from the environment. You know, let me show y'all what I'm working with real quick. You know, I showed this to y'all before, but that's just a beautiful thing to wake up to. I like to copy the beauty of nature around me. Nature's mad beautiful just existing. Well, how do I become just as beautiful? By just existing, not having to do anything, not having to make sure people see what I'm doing. No, I'm just beautiful by default. What happens if the rest of the world starts thinking like that? I'm just beautiful. I don't need your validation. I don't need to defend my behaviors. I don't need to do any. No, I'm just a beautiful individual. You can disagree with me all you want, but I like me. I love me, and that's going to be another video that I'll make here probably right after this. You know, the same way that I can learn from people, the same way I can learn from nature. I can learn from something metaphysical, something that's above this entire dimension, aka my angels, aka like, you know, like I still have a very vivid dream of like some type of warrior angel. Y'all might know more about this than me, you know, but I had this dream. It was like back when I was in my low, back in Charlotte, I do believe, and like I remember it was like this golden energy, just all gold. Everything around me is like these golden, almost like runes were swirling around this environment that I was in. Like it wasn't like a real floor. It's kind of like in movies, like where the floor forms beneath your feet type of situation. But everything was gold and swirling. Like it was literally like I was in pure energy. Like, but not just like pure energy. No, it was like pure power, pure. I guess power would probably be the best word for it. But that's just the state that I was in. And like when I tuned into this dream / vision / whatever, it was like at the very end where the message had been received by me and the angel was just floating up back to wherever it is that they come from. And you know, like, I mean, golden armor, you know, golden wings, everything, all gold, everything, like a Trinidad James song. You know what I'm saying? All gold, everything with my angels. And I've never forgotten that. Now, there's still that question, you know, as I progress throughout my own spiritual journey, I always ask myself, am I more of an angelic or am I more godly? Because both of them feel right. And I always go back to the Dragon Ball Super characters, Whis and Beerus. You know, that's the god of destruction and his angel. The angel, Beerus is the god of destruction, Whis is the angel. Whis is more powerful than the god of destruction. However, he's like subservient. But not subservient in a way like, oh, you're my slave, angel, ha ha ha. It's like, no, I'm like that. He's just here simply to keep the god of destruction in check. And I see me like exhibiting both of those traits. Is it one and the same? Is there something that mixes both of them? Are they both two different species of existence? I don't know. But nevertheless, as I progress throughout my journey, I'm gonna figure it out. But I still don't have any problem calling myself a god. I don't have a problem calling myself an angel. I know some people will call out the hypocrisy of this. Well, which one are you? Hey, I'm in the part of my journey where I thought I knew, but now I don't. Everything is subject to change. But one thing I do know for certain is that my angels, whether they are my helpers or whether they are my brethren or the brothers and sisters or whatever, they're always there with me. And I do know that for a fact. So anyway, I know we got all over the place as I typically do, but I haven't been able to make a video. I haven't been able to just sit down and just be alone with my thoughts for a while. So welcome back. I'm about to be uploading a few more videos. Till the next one. Peace.